Hello, hello, welcome back, welcome back. So, today I would like to introduce you to some of my friends, or as some people might call them, stuffed animals. Plushies. I've heard plushies. Dolls? Not sure what else people call them. Stuffies. Stuffed animals. Anyways, I call them stuffies. And I have quite a lot of them. I don't think you're ever too old for stuffies. And I've amassed quite the collection. And, you know, as much as I want to be sort of minimalistic and not hold too much attachment to the things I have, I feel like they have feelings and they don't want me to get rid of them, so I still have quite a few. But anyways, I selected a few that I just want to introduce to you and that are kind of my favorites, some of my favorites. I can't have favorites, you know, it would hurt their feelings. So anyways, let's just get started and I'll just show you some of my stuffies. So let's start with some of the ones I got from Korea. Let's see. Okay, I have 3 from Korea. So the first one I'll show you is right here. You may recognize him from my recent pampering roleplay. He was the star of the show. This is Mitsubishi. So I got him from the host family I stayed with when I went to Korea. I had this like little room, and the bed was all made up, and he was on the bed for me to keep, and keep him I did. So, yep, that's him. He's not, he's not the softest. He's nice and firm, but he doesn't live in the bed. To be honest, none of them actually live in the bed with me. So when I was young, I used to sleep with like piles and piles of stuffies. And the thing about that is that, well, there's 2 reasons why I don't do that anymore. One, you can't decide which one to hold in the night. And then 2, it's just too hard to make the bed when you have a million stuffies on the bed. So I keep it simple. I just have like a little bed roll and a pillow. And the stuffies kind of hang in various places. I'm sure you see some that are on the couch behind me. But I have like a little ceiling hammock that I put them in. And on my dresser, they're stacked to the ceiling, so. Okay, so the other Korean one I have is here. I know, he's so cute. This is Subak Jr. So Subak means watermelon in Korean, and it's also my Korean name that I came up with. So I'm Subak, so this is Subak Jr. This character is actually a character from a chatting app, a Korean chatting app, and they have little characters, and I think his name is like Peach or something, A Peach, but my particular stuffy is named Subak Jr. So, and he's really soft. He's really squishy and soft. Okay, and then the third stuffy I have from Korea is Peter. Little Peter Rabbit here. And I actually found him in the subway station. there's these little escalators that go down to the subway, and perched on the top was him. So I took him home. You know, if there's a lost stuffy and someone leaves it somewhere, I usually would leave it. So, presumably a child who lost it would find it again. But the Korean subway, well, I assume any subway, but I've only been to that one. It's just so packed and crowded, and hundreds and hundreds of people are streaming by it. And so I figured that I could, grab him, because I really doubted that someone would be able to find him again. I really hope there's not a child looking for their rabbit, but if this is your rabbit, please tell me. Okay, so next, let's see. So Squishmallows, if you're not familiar, this is a Squishmallow. So is this. They're a brand of stuffies that are really soft, like a marshmallow, hence Squishmallow. And I used to collect them. It was kind of a trend to collect them, and I stopped because, well, I stopped collecting things, so. But anyways, most of mine are pink because I only collected the pink and purple ones. Pink is my favorite color. But yeah, I'll just introduce you to some of my squishies. This is Brina the Bigfoot. Yeah, she's actually got quite little feet and no arms for some reason. So yeah, she's really cute, really squishy. And Squishmallows actually come with like little names and like descriptions, like little bios. Her birth name, if I can say, her legal name is Brina, but I have renamed most of mine because, I don't know, one thing I really like about stuffies is naming them. I think I have a knack for just naming things on the fly. So all of these I have named. Most of them I have named. I didn't name Brina. So here we have Foxy Mama. Yes, I did name her. She's a big one. The biggest one I have is like twice her size. Also have Rose Waters. This is Rose Waters. She's a bit lumpy. But so squishy. And then who else? Raquel. This is Raquel. And I don't recall if her legal name is Raquel or not, but I did like the name Raquel for this Pegasus? Pegacorn? Unicorn Pegasus? So those are the Squishmallows I picked out for this video. As you can see, there are more in the background. I'm not sure exactly how many I have. Okay, let's move on to some of the core members. Actually, let's go for the ones I've gotten as gifts. So this one, so he still has the tag on here, but this is Rupert. Rupert is so cute, just a little bunny. I have a lot of bunny stuffies. I love bunnies. If you can't tell, but anyways, yeah, this is Rupert. He's got a nice heft to him. Got like rice filling in his butt, so kind of heavy, and I really like that. So, Peter and Rupert are friends. And then here I have Delphine. Now this is an interesting one because, well, yeah, it's Delphine the dolphin. I know. So Delphine was found by some of my friends in a Target, and not purchased, found on the floor. So maybe there's some poor child missing their toy too. But anyways, my friends gave this to me for passing my driver's test. Okay, here's an old one and a little bit of a strange one. This is Elefante. So, Delphine the dolphin, Elefante the elephant. So he's got this little heart. And the thing that's strange about him is he's actually full of liquid. So just take a listen. Yeah, it's very weird. And it makes him kind of like a waterbed. Yeah, his head and his arms are stuffed with like cotton, cotton stuffing. But his torso, it's like a water bottle. I believe I got him when I was 4 years old. I had a condition called acute cerebellum ataxia, which basically means the cerebellum, the balance center of your brain. Mine, I had an illness, and it made it so I lost my balance completely, and I had to relearn to walk. So I was in the hospital for a little bit of time, and this was a hospital gift. I had another teddy bear with a heart, one of those get well teddy bears, but I've downsized a little bit, so. Okay. Okay, now we'll go with the core members. So that's my favorite. I call them the humanoids because, I've got so many of the Squishmallows that are circles, the ones that have arms and legs. Okay, so this is Uyu. Uyu means milk in Korean. Kind of an ironic name for a vegan stuffed animal. Anyways, I really like him because he is kind of similar to Rupert. He has like rice in his appendages. So rice in his toes and his butt and his hands. So he is kind of heavy. I really like his long arms, so it's good for hugging. Okay, and then let me just gather them up real quick. Okay, so first off we have Boo. Boo is a bunny, and I think he's supposed to be some sort of children's washcloth. He's kind of a washcloth material, but I don't know. He's just one of my stuffies. Okay, then we have Elmo. Elmo's not that old. I actually got him not as a child, but I think he's cute. I don't know what else there's to say. Y'all know Elmo? Okay, then we have Sloth. Sloth also has the rice in his appendages, so he's got that heft to him. He is actually a character from the Pusheen universe. Have you ever seen Pusheen the cat? Just a cute little cat. Not like from a show or anything, kind of similar to Hello Kitty, where it's just for making calendars and stuff. But anyways, I got him, I think, as a gift. But yeah, no, he's so cute. I liked it. Similar to Uyu. They've got the long arms, perfect for hugging. Okay, then we have, and you've met her before. Oh, sorry. You've met him before. This is Gloria. Yes, Gloria, and he is a boy. I suppose it doesn't matter. I don't know. I assigned them all personalities, names. But yeah, Gloria, the frog, kind of an interesting shape. But I think he's meant to be perched on something, like a shelf. So he does perch on my headboard. He's waving. Okay. Let's see. Next we have Wiki and Pedia. So this one's Wiki and this one's Pedia. They may look the same, but just like identical twins, you spend enough time with them, you can tell them apart. I got them when I was a kid at the LACMA, the museum in LA. They did a Tim Burton exhibit. The director and artist Tim Burton. So you can tell they're kind of Tim Burton-esque a little bit. It was just in the gift shop. Originally it was, I had one and my brother had one, but he just gave me his, so now they're brothers and they hang out. And they're great to just kind of hold like this. So, yeah, these are Wiki and Pedia. Then, okay, now we're getting into very old territory. This is Uta. So, yup. I've had this since I was a baby, basically. 2 or 3. Starbucks bear. So, he's one of the Starbucks bears. You know, I don't know if you've been to Starbucks, but they sell little seasonal bears, teddy bears. And the story behind Uta is, well, his name comes from the barista who worked in the Starbucks in Germany that he's from. And when I was, I believe, 3 years old, I dressed up as him for Halloween. So I had a little bear hat and a little apron. So I literally dressed up as this bear for Halloween. Yeah, and he's just a classic teddy bear. Great to hold. Okay, we've got, well, 2, technically 3 more. Now this one, you can tell is very, very old. This is Sherry Bear. She's been quite loved, as you can see, so she's missing an ear and an eye. She, I don't know, used to have clothes, maybe. But anyways, my great-grandmother, her wedding quilt, this was made from my great-grandmother's, the scraps from her wedding quilt. So there is a quilt that goes with this. I don't have it anymore. But yeah, so very, very old bear that has come into my care. But yeah, so it's really cool to see all the little these were all dress scraps. It's just quite beautiful, these old fabric scraps. Yeah, so that's Sherry Bear. Okay, and then last but definitely not least, the oldest stuffy I own is Todd, or no, Dottie Dolly. So this doll I've had since I was born. I have a little photo collage on my wall of me. So I'm this little infant, and then not much bigger than Dottie Dolly. So yeah, you can tell she's a bit worn out. Got a little tear here. Definitely changed color. I don't know if you can see her original color. She's got a little bit of a rattle, so easy to find. It's just one of those like comfort blanket, safety blanket things where I just want to keep her, forever. Now this might be a little bit strange, but there's a story behind it, so bear with me. So we have Dottie. We also have clean Dottie. So this is what she used to look like. And this is her now. And you might be asking me, Ray, why do you have a clean clone stuck in a Ziploc bag? And the answer is that because I've had this doll since I was a baby, and I've always been very attached to it. My parents were worried that I would be upset if I lost her. So they, around a certain age, I was very young, they got another one. It was actually hard to find. Their friend was the one to find it. And when their friend found it, they found the same one, but they thought that mine didn't have a rattle. But mine does have a rattle. So they actually cut her open, took the rattle out, and sewed her up. So this one doesn't have a rattle. And I never did lose Dottie Dolly, so we never needed to replace her with the clean one. But we just kept it around, and my parents kept it. And then when I moved out, I just kept the clean one. And so now, I've been meaning to get like some sort of case or something. The plastic bag just looks a little strange, but it's a weird thing where it's a weird thing to have, but I don't know what to do at this point, so that's Dottie Dolly. So yeah, I've gotten a lot of stuffies over the years. I bought them, gotten them as presents. I'm at a certain point where they're a great decoration and they're great to hug, obviously. Like, it's very therapeutic to just like hug stuffies. But I do know that I have a lot and I probably don't need this many. So it's just kind of like finding a good home for them. Finding a kid who might want them. I do have a little brother. He's a little bit old for stuffed animals, but the other problem is that, well, he also doesn't have the space for them. But yeah, no, for now, they're just my plush companions. So, I hope you enjoyed meeting my stuffies. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any of the same ones, or which ones you liked, or, whatever. And I look forward to reading your comments, and I hope you have a great rest of your day or night. And I'll see you next week.